of it, make a good meal of it, stick to your old-fashioned beer. Now don't be afraid of it, drink till you're made of it. Now all together a cheer.
And a good evening once again to you, or good morning, good afternoon, whatever part of the planet and daytime zone you're watching this from. This is Mark McDermott, your one-take beer reviewer, also the guy at beeronut.com, and I have another beer to talk about. Now, I've been getting a lot of samples from the Lagunitas Brewing Company of Petaluma, California, and Chicago, and I have tried to open as many as I can and talk about them. Usually I manage to get to the lower alcohol beers, but if they're really stronger, I kind of just let them slip into my cellar if I don't get a chance to talk about them, and I end up getting 1 year's vintage and the next. So I'm going to try to get to them two at a time. And what we have today is the Lagunitas Undercover Shutdown Ale. Undercover Investigation Shutdown Ale, and it's one of the beers that they've made to commemorate one of their many fabulous occasions. This was from to commemorate the 2005 St. Valentine's Day. No. The 2000, I've got it right in front of me here on a computer. The 2005 St. Patrick's Day Massacre, as they call it. What happened was every Thursday at the Petaluma Brewery, they would have a little party at 4:20 p.m., and I think you can guess what was going on. And on the St. Patrick's Day at 4:20 p.m., they started another party that got busted by the California state authorities. And they were shut down for a couple days, and that's when they kind of learned they had to get serious as brewers, and here they are now, a wholly owned subsidiary of Heineken. Well, anyway, so what they made to commemorate this was a what they liked to call perhaps a very bitter and possibly imperial red ale. Oh, I've got the sheet. No, that's not the sheet. And they have now sent me a bottle from February of 2018 and one that was bottled on December of 2018. And I finally learned how to date these bottles. There's a 3-digit day code stamped somewhere on the neck of the bottle, and I'll try to get a better photo into that. And you can see that, and I'll explain. There's a 3 days for the day of the year, and then 1 digit for the last number of the year. So I have a 2018 and a 2000. This is a February of 2018, and this is December of 2018. I'm going to just try to put them in separate glasses and taste them out, see if I can actually tell any difference. So the older one has been sitting in my cellar in the basement way over there, which is pretty nice and chilly in the winter, but it gets warm in the summer, so it's kind of acting like a beer barrel, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to take down all of this stuff I put up here so you can actually see what I'm doing. And pop it. Wow. This is why I call it the one-take beer review. All of my flubs are coming in as unedited. Yes, I think you can see what I'm up to here. So pouring a little sample. This is the December of 2018. I wrote the actual date on the label so I can remember what I'm doing here. And this is the one that was bottled in February of 2018. And we'll get a nice little sample in here. Here we go. February, December. They both kick up a nice little bit of foam. This one I poured more recently, so the foam is a little deeper. But there's a more of a barley wine color, but it's very clear. So if they want to call it an imperial red ale, that's all right. This one seems maybe a little bit deeper than the other. February, okay. A bit of a yeasty smell to it. I will have to finish it and see what sediment there is at the bottom. This one has more of a fresh hop taste to it. It's a little more grassy, a little more piney. This one has settled down a bit. That's still very malty with a hop bitterness in the background. So I think I can tell a slight difference when I taste them side by side. Now, if I were to have this one day and that another day, I certainly wouldn't know any difference. But well, I don't want to sit here drinking all the two entire bottles while you watch. I think I prefer the more recent bottle. The hops is a little bit fresher. I think I'm getting some yeast settling out of the bottle in this, or maybe the malts are just starting to turn and oxidize just a little bit. Getting a low battery note. Well, I just had a low battery note on the iPad, even though I've got it all plugged in. So, anyway, these are the Undercover Investigation Shutdown Ales from Lagunitas Brewing Company. I'm taping this in the middle of January of 2019, and the latest batch should be in stores for you to try out. So this will cellar for maybe a year or two, but I'm trying to get into the habit of drinking more of my beers fresh. This one comes in, by the way, at, and I'm turning away to read the label, 9.7% alcohol by volume. So it is pretty strong. The last time I had one of these was actually in 2008. Over 10 years ago, and was sold in a 22-ounce bottle. Now they're coming out in maybe some more manageable sizes, the 12-ounce bottle, although I'm sure the bombers are still out there. So anyway, this is Mark McDermott, your one-take beer reviewer, and thebeeronaut.com. Hoping to get some more beers out your way, tell you about them. And if you want to tell me about your experience with these beers or any others, be sure to leave a comment somewhere down there. Once again, have a great day and have a great beer.
Now don't be afraid of it.